All right, welcome in everybody. Dike-New Hartford baseball back on for the 2024 season. JV against Waterloo Columbus getting ready to start. This is Joe Huck. Brad Eichenberg will be joining me here shortly, and we'll get you starting lineups and the beginning of this JV game. First game of the year for the Wolverines. We're supposed to play Tuesday night, but obviously with the storms coming in, did not happen. So the Wolverines and Sailors are going to kick it off here tonight. Columbus they played Monday night, and their game on Tuesday got canceled. I'm not sure if they got their game in last night or not. I know there were some field concerns down at East Marshall, so I'm not 100% sure if they got theirs in or not. We got the JV coaches here out at the plate and getting ready to kick off here this 23-24 season. So a little bit of standing water here at both sides of the field. What's expected with the rain we had here this week, and just field looks really good though. Guys have done a good job of getting it prepared. They've looks really good out there tonight. So as we get ready to go, we'll go through lineups. Brad's going to join me here, and we'll have him hit the starting lineups real quick while we get ready to go.
All right, for Columbus, playing shortstop, batting first, Drew Lindsay. Playing third base, batting second, Bryce Nolan. Batting third, Owen Hush. Playing second base, batting fourth in right field is Elijah Seitzman. Batting fifth, Drew Schultz, playing center field. Batting sixth, Jack Seitzman doing the pitching for the Sailors. Batting seventh, Quinn Lowry, playing first base. Batting eighth, Joe Michael. I'm assuming he's going to be playing left field. And batting ninth is Calvin Smith doing the catching. For the Wolverines, batting first, playing shortstop, Quinn Mills. Batting second, left fielder, Jacob Feeker. Batting third, Aiden Nielsen, playing first base. Batting fourth, doing the pitching, Gavin Jabrock. Batting fifth, Aiden Walston in center field. Batting sixth, Julian Haugen. He's just a DH right now. Batting seventh, Lane Johnson in right field. Julian Haugen is batting eighth, playing third base. Bryson Downs playing second, batting ninth. And Kane McCumber doing the catching tonight for the JV Wolverine team, batting 10th.
All right, and again, that's the Wolverine group on the field tonight. Again, I will tell you guys, if you can hear us. If you can't hear us very well, let us know. We're still getting levels and everything set up as Gerbrock gets ready here to start this one for the Wolverines. Really, Brad, I was talking with Coach Martin, and we'll chat with him here some point early in this game, but just talking with him, and he said this is one of the bigger JV groups he's seen.
It's a really good group of kids coming in for this JV squad. Good group of 8th graders that came up into 9th grade. Seen them play a lot of baseball last year. Really can put the bat on the ball. So,
well, and we talked about it from a JV standpoint. Really, it's about getting at bats and getting some innings in. And with JV followed by varsity, you just don't know how many innings you're actually going to get.
No,
so you take advantage of the at bats you get when you get them.
Exactly right. And we'll see what happens here. So, looking for a lot of good things out of this JV squad this year, hopefully.
All right, looks like about ready to take it down, and we'll be off and running here. All right, throw is down from McCumber. We'll say that a lot here this year, but
yes,
this is as we said, little McCumber.
This is younger brother McCumber.
Kane there behind the plate, still wearing the number 4. That is a McCumber tradition.
Yep.
All right, Gerbrock on the mound here.
Lindsay in the box, batting left-handed. Gerbrock's first pitch, swung on a miss, strike one.
Gerbrock on the mound, gets set.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
A couple overpowering fastballs there to start, Brad.
He really has it going on right now just in his first 2 pitches. Even last year, I know the mound's a little bit different in junior high, but that ball comes in pretty fast. Just upstairs on Lindsay, 1-2. Infielder at normal depth. So is the outfield. Jabrock's 1-2. A little bit inside. Skips away from McCumber. 2-2.
Well, and something to see here this year, especially the JV wise here. Nielsen's left-handed, so having a left-handed first baseman could be a little tough there down that line.
Could be.
But I know he's played it forever, and so he plays it well. So we'll see.
See how he plays that. 2-2 on Drew Lindsay, the shortstop.
Up a little.
Just a bit high.
It's going to load. It gives him full count here to start the game.
Puts the count at full.
Quick 2 strikes, and Lindsay got patient real quick.
He did, and that strike zone got awfully small. That's a walk given up by Jabrock. So 1 on now.
Well, and that's one of the downsides, especially you get some of the younger guys up here throwing for the first time. You think fastballs are going, and you miss a couple, and all of a sudden you're looking at a full count.
Yep, exactly. Lindsay has his lead. Bryce Nolan in the box, right-hander.
Quick throw back. This is where you have the huge advantage with a left-handed first baseman because he can snap that throw right down.
Yep.
Put it over top the runner.
Lindsay a good lead at first.
The ball was high.
Throw down by McCumber is off target. Lindsay has second. And the count is 1-0 on Nolan. Jabrock just has to settle down a little bit. Find that rhythm again. Just on the inner portion.
Well, and this is what we talk about, Brad, every game. Finding where that strike zone is going to be. What's he going to give you? What are you going to be able to get? Those first 2, Lindsay swung right through. So
swing and miss. 2-1 now.
I'll tell you, when he puts it close, it's hard for the batters to lay off him.
Yep.
And it's coming quick on you.
Middle infielders dancing around by second. That's just upstairs. 3-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike. Lindsay's standing on second. The pitch. Driven high and foul. Out of play.
Well, you got yourself back to a full count here, so use it and go get yourself this strike.
Full count now on Drew Nolan. That's downstairs. That's going to get away from McCumber. Lindsay's going to take third. Big turn at third. Two batters, 2 walks.
Well, yeah, and that one, as you said, got away from McCumber, and so Lindsay able to take third on it.
Mm-hmm. Batting third, Owen Hush. Playing second base. Jabrock sets, fires. Boy, I don't know where the strike zone is on that. That must have been ball 1. 1-0. That's outside. That's going to get away from McCumber, and Lindsay's going to come in to score. Nolan's on third. Already 1-0 Sailors. 2-0 count on Hush.
Well, in first outing on the JV level.
Jabrock comes set. Fires. That's going to be a strike.
Well, and we'll see now if he can. That's that outside edge. If he can hammer that outside edge.
Looks like that's where the umpire likes it. Swing and miss. 2-2 now.
Yep, foul ball. Thankfully, got by McCumber, and I know Coach Martin was up here before the game trying to find some catcher's gear.
Small enough for him.
For Kane.
Small kid, big heart, though. 2-2. That's outside. That's going to get away. That's going to plate the run from third. 2-0.
Yeah, thing's on.
Yeah, sorry. Full count now. 3-2. Lifted shallow infield. Quinn Mills is underneath and makes the first out of the ball game.
Well, and sometimes, Brad, that's all it takes is see that first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so hopefully he can relax a little bit. Brings in the right fielder, Elijah Seitzman. Downstairs, 1-0. Jabrock peers in at McCumber. Sets, delivers. Driven up the middle.
Ooh,
Quinn Mills under the glove. Good effort by Mills, just didn't make the play.
Yeah, that's a tough attempt up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Took his own glove off in the process.
Yep. Seitzman has his lead. Schultz in the box. Inside, 1-0. Nielsen holding Seitzman on. That's driven right out of play. 1-1. One ball, one strike. 2-0 already. Sailors. There goes the runner. Throw down. Not in time. Gets away from Downs.
Well, and it was called strike, so quickly 1-2 here.
One and two. The pitch just a bit high. 2-2.
It might be overthrowing just a little bit when he gets that two strikes.
Yeah. Flag blowing left to right. Driven foul right out of play. Still 2-2 on Schultz. The 2-2 by Jabrock. Swing and miss, strike three. Out number two. Strikeout number one. Brings in the pitcher, Jack Seitzman. His brother must be standing on second. Swings and fouls it away.
A little inside heat there. Good pitch by Gerbrock trying to come after him. More of a defensive swing.
Gerbrock sets. Delivers. Driven.
Oh,
Oh, base
Buchan.
hit. That's going to be going to right.
Johnson comes up with it, but
And that's gonna
not
be a
before the run scores.
2-out RBI single by Seitzman. We could have a pinch runner, maybe, maybe not. See the umpire holding his hands up for time. We will have a pinch runner for
It'll be our
Seitzman.
courtesy.
Yep.
Number 18.
It's Ben Rasmussen. Lowry in the box, swings and chops it short. Play by Mills under the glove.
Yeah, not a lot of communication over there.
Nope.
Mills and Haugen both kind of went after it,
And they're going to get used to that with the grass on the infield. Those balls are going to slow down pretty fast.
yeah, that's something you don't see a lot of
No.
really at the junior high level, especially that usually you're playing in a little bit closer.
Yep. Runners on first and second. That's off the glove of McCumber.
Move everybody up one.
Are you standing on my court a little bit? Thanks.
We'll just move this. Still
Only-
trying to get our layout
Yep.
down here.
Lowry in the box. Left-handed first baseman.
Uh-oh. Walston, ball gets under his glove. Now he slips in the outfield. It's gonna be
There's the
a ripple. Well, probably a single and an error, but
Yep.
base hit and another run across the board.
2 runs across
Two
the
runs
board.
across the board. So
So not that Jabrak's not getting the ball over the plate. They're just hitting it. He fouls that one away. That's Smith, the catcher. 0-1.
is that 17 or 16? I think is that Michael? Or no, Schmitz, yeah.
Schmidt,
Michael
yep.
hit that last
Yep.
one.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
No,
It is 17.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Fouled away. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, because 16's on deck.
Yeah. I have 9. I don't know what I did wrong.
Somebody.
Oh, unless
Well, he took him out and put him in.
that's what it looks like. Okay. Inside. 1 and 2. Excuse me. I'm going to guess it's 2 and 2.
No, 2 fouls.
2 fouls. Yep. 1 and 2. 2 outs. Runner on third. Gosh, Montgomery lets that one go through his legs. And another run's going to score. That's 24. So I'm off a batter, obviously. We'll figure it out. So,
First game.
yep. First game jitters.
2 and 2 here. 2 out. To Michael.
Just inside. That count's going to be full. Three and 2. Brock sets, fires.
Got
Strike 3, got him. Strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. But the Sailors bring 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-0. We'll be right back for the Wolverine at bat, bottom of the first.
All right, back here in Dike for the bottom of the first inning. Wolverines trail this one. I believe it's 5-0 as we've kind of worked that out there,
Yes.
Brad. But we're joined up here by Coach Martin. Coach, getting ready here for another season.
Yeah, we're excited. Been looking forward to this day for a long time.
Yeah, obviously you guys were hoping to get one in Tuesday, and rain storms didn't allow that. So
Yeah, just things out of your control and just prepared. Gave us another opportunity to prepare for today.
well, and I mean the field looks great, even with the rain and everything. I made that comment before the JV game. I saw you guys out here practicing yesterday, and field really looks good.
Yeah, we've, I don't know, just this year with the help of my assistant coaches, just done a tremendous job of taking care of the field and making it really playable this year.
Well, and I think the guys said that you guys dug up and replaced home plate in both batters' boxes, or
We
put some
did,
block
yeah,
underneath it.
Yeah, so we put down new clay bricks just because, from what I've been told, it hasn't been done since like '05. So quite a bit of time since then. It was definitely needed, and yeah, we put a new home plate in. So just trying to clean up the home plate area and just make things a little bit more easy on the eyes around here.
Keep going.
Okay. We had who's that, Mills?
That was
hit
Mills.
by the pitch,
Yep.
first pitch in. So, so Coach, you're getting ready here for this year. You had four seniors who graduated that did a lot for this program in their time here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect coming out of this year with the guys you got?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've probably answered this question multiple times now. I think just the dynamic of the team is going to be different. We still have a few power hitters on the team. Obviously, losing like Gus Varney and Nick Reineke, those are two huge bats that we're losing. But just the pitching rotation that we have has probably been the best since I've probably been here. I know that's kind of a bold statement, but just the depth that we have is it's going to make up for any sort of power that we lost from last year.
Well, and that's something you saw a year ago. You've got a ton of arms that you can put on the mound, and obviously we talked watching them play JV and everything the last couple of years. So these guys have really kind of cut their teeth at the JV level, and even some of them even saw some varsity time last year having to throw for you. So really, I guess for us, I'm excited for the year. Obviously, we wanted to do it Tuesday night, didn't get a chance to, so. Weather permitting, we'll get the rest of them in.
Yeah, I'm hoping
we
so.
hope. But no, other than that, Coach, anything else you want fans to know here before we get this one kicked off?
Yeah, just the score might be 6-0 for the JV right now with us being down, but I don't think you should count them out at all, just because there's a lot of talent in that freshman class. So. I mean, the guy that's up to bat right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he has 2 or 3 home runs in the JV this year. So, yeah, 3 or 4 of those freshmen are also going to play varsity, and just exciting to watch the JV squad as well as the varsity.
And you mentioned it, and we talked about it. You got a lot of these kids that in years past probably would have played as 8th graders at the JV level, but you guys had such a deep team a year ago with the number of kids you had that you were able to let them just enjoy their junior high time, and then now you get them this year with a little bit more experience.
Yeah, I think in total with all of our JV guys, we have I think it's like close to 19. So just finding that balance and rotation of getting guys in and getting that experience that they're going to need for the years to come.
Yeah, I think you just said it there. That's the big thing, is just building that experience, and obviously we know with watching these guys play, they're going to get a ton of experience. They're going to play some good teams. Obviously, with what you guys want to do from the varsity level, that's going to help them out as well. So, as we kind of see the season progress, obviously we'll talk multiple times. I know obviously tonight you're missing a couple with soccer.
We got everybody back.
Oh, everybody's back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I didn't know. Well, I guess I know they didn't need a break. So, and so you guys will. Something that you wouldn't have had on Tuesday night, you'll have your full squad out here first game out. Chance to see how these guys have all grown, and obviously you got a few guys who are going to be in some different spots. I think I looked at, you got Costello going tonight, start the year off.
We do, yep. Just big conference game for us right away, and just have all the faith in Carson, just like I did all of last year and the year before that.
Well, and obviously him coming off the injury a year ago, not being sure when he would be back, and he did get back to play baseball and threw and played well. So I think you get him another year stronger off that injury. You got a chance to see him really come out and go back to what we saw as a freshman.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed since last year, just how much bigger and stronger he's gotten. As a freshman, I thought he was really good size, and then for him to come in as a sophomore and get even bigger, and then this year as a junior, even bigger than that. I think it's big, and what's good about Carson this year is he's developed a few more pitches, so that's just good for him because he's got more power to him as well. So he's just got a few more pitches in his pocket that he can work with.
Yep, and I know I talked with some of the guys here during spring season, for sports seasons. I was talking with a few of them, and I said one thing that always seems like is every one of these guys, you got a few left-handers, but they all throw a little bit different. It's not the same. It doesn't come out of the same slot. It doesn't come in exactly the same way.
They do, yeah. For having three lefty batters, they all, I think, or lefty pitchers. Sorry, I'm just trying to watch what's going on the field. They all have different throwing motions, and like you mentioned, just the way that their slot or their arm slot works out, it's just completely different. I'd say Carson's more over the top, where Cam is almost sidearm, and Lou can do both. So
lose Lou.
Yeah, exactly.
Lose in his own world sometimes, but no, I'm excited. It looks like we're getting a pretty good crowd out here, so hopefully we'll have a decent crowd out here tonight and get this one kicked off right.
Yeah, I'm excited for this year. It's just should be another good year like it has been in the past few years, and just really excited, and hopefully the fans can enjoy these games as well.
Well, as long as we don't have anything like we had last year, let's not give me any heart attacks here. Let's just go ahead and score runs early and just be done with it.
Yeah, and I had to remind Micah that the last time Columbus played here in May, he hit a walk-off grand slam, and I told him it'd be nice if we didn't have to come down to that this year.
We'll do that early in the game.
Yeah.
Nope, and I think that's been really the big thing we've talked about over the last, now going into your third year, is really this group is never out of it. They're always going to battle. They're always going to take a shot and come back. So, like you said, even with the JV being down early, just a chance here now to battle back, and we've seen it out of all these kids. So,
yeah, and last year, I just think with the success we had in 2022, there was a ton of pressure on us right away from the first game, where it doesn't really feel like that this year. It feels like everyone's playing more loose and playing more, I guess, as a team, both on the JV and varsity. So, yeah, it'll be exciting to see what the transition is from that last year to this year.
Well, we wish you luck, Coach, and obviously we'll talk to you here throughout the season. And good luck tonight, and go get the Sailors.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Coach Martin joined us here in the first. Again, we try and get him in the first inning so that then we can bring you the rest of the game. And Brad, should be an interesting season this year.
Should be. Again, he mentioned that, you have the likes of no Falkers, no Trevor Folkers, no Will Texter, no Nick Reinecke, no Gus Varney. It's going to be interesting to see how the team responds. Sometimes you count on those veteran players to get that team going. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be the one to step up here for this Wolverine team this year.
Yeah, and I was looking at when I was getting everything ready for tonight. I looked back at those seniors. I had put their record up. That's a group that had so much success here at DNH throughout their careers.
Yes,
just unprecedented what they did for all that time that they were able to put in.
Yep, and I mean, you think about two times going down to state baseball. That says something. 2 out of your 4 years you're going down and playing in the state quarterfinals. So,
well, that and really an out away from making it a year ago too.
Oh yeah,
I mean, making 3 trips in 4 years, that's pretty good.
Yep, that picture will not, leave my mind. The hit that we thought Will had looked like it would be a single over the second baseman's head and at West Marshall, and the right fielder comes in and nabs it off the grass for the third out. Some of those unfortunate things happen. So, but we'll see how this Wolverine team responds, and maybe there'll be a little bit more hungrier for today or this season.
Well, a walk and a stolen base on that walk.
The walk was, and the catcher mishandled the ball. And Jabrak got got third. Jabrak got the scoring started. He ripped a double to the fence and scoring Feeker and Nielsen. Brings in Lane Johnson. Lane drives one just over the backstop right towards us.
Hey, Picorni, heads up.
He about took that one right in the forehead.
Yeah. 0-1. That pitch is outside 1-1.
Well, and we talked about it with Coach, and you and I have talked about it. This group of young guys has played so much baseball already that they've got a ton of experience. It's now just putting it all together.
Yep.
Well, and that's going to be a stolen base.
Good eye by Lane Johnson to lay off that pitch. Brings the count 2-1. Some of those, eyeball pitches are hard to lay off of. Lane Johnson sees one, goes downstairs. 3-1 now.
Well, and I think Lane does a really good job of seeing that in. And again, it's a trait Wolverine baseball players have had for years.
Yep.
They do not get cheated.
Ooh, and the throw over to third to chase Jabrak back. He's in there safely.
Don't know that that's a good idea. You don't want to irritate that kid.
Nope. 3-1 on Lane Johnson. 2 outs, 2 on. Johnson lifts one high, shallow on the infield. There's 2 outs. And the second baseman, Hush, makes the grab for the 3rd out. So the Wolverines bring 7 to the plate. They plate 2. It's 6-2. We'll go to the top of the second.
All right, back here in Dike for the second inning of this JV game. Wolverines trail this one 6-2. I think is what we decided we're going with.
We're gonna stick with 6-2. I'm gonna guess we're batting the number 10 batter, Calvin Smith.
Yep, that's who it is.
Somewhere along the lines, I'll get the batter I missed.
Gerbach back on for the second inning. First pitch strike.
Throws a strike to Smith. Before we say anything else, I'm going to give a shout out to the varsity girls soccer team. They're on their way to Gilbert right now for their sub-state game against Gilbert. Good luck to them girls. Go get them. Just
Wow.
the inner
I don't know.
portion.
I'm pretty sure he just didn't want to get hit by that.
No, and I wouldn't want to either.
No.
1-1 on Smith. Jabrock delivers. That's strike number 2. 1-2 now. Good job by Brian Varney and Ryan Peterson doing the play-by-play for the girls' soccer team. They do a fantastic job for them girls doing that. 2-2 now.
Well, and they know the game, which is better
Yes.
than the other guy that had to do it once in a
Yeah,
while.
I know. So
He wasn't very good.
yeah. So
Of course, it would help if I wasn't calling it in a rainstorm.
yep, exactly. Yep. 2-2 on Smith. The pitch struck him out on the outer portion of the plate.
So I would say, Brad, it looks like Gerbrock found the strike zone.
Right now.
I mean, really, he nibbled at it a little bit in the first inning, but he came right there to that spot. So we'll see here if he continues to hit those spots.
Brings in the top of the order, the first batter, Drew Lindsay. He swings and misses, strike 1. Starting off like he did the last time.
Yeah, Lindsay first time up, 2 quick strikes, and then he worked a walk.
Yep. Oh, 1. Tries to throw the curveball outside. 1-1. The 1-1 rips it foul off the backstop. Talking about some kids that graduated last year, we got a couple good quite a good group of kids that graduated this year also.
Yep.
In all sports.
Yeah, it's been a really across the board as ball 2 comes in. Really successful for the Wolverines on both girls and boys
Yes. Yep.
in everything.
Yep. Counts even, 2-2 on Lindsay. Nobody on. He looks
Got
at
him.
strike 3. He's going to have a word with the umpire, but
A little delay on that call, but
yep, to no avail. 2 outs.
so you're not going to get him to change it.
No. Nope.
All you're going to do is irritate him.
And you're going to widen your strike zone a
Yep.
little bit, maybe. Brings in the third baseman, Nolan. Over his head.
Ball kind of tailed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have keep an eye on that with Gerbrock, see what he's throwing there.
Some sort of rise ball, but it's not softball. The 1-0. Chopped in the infield. Past Brock. Downs is not going to
didn't
make
take a
the
good
play.
angle to
Nope.
it. I think he thought Gerbrock was going to make that play. He was playing pretty deep on the dirt.
So, infield single by Nolan. Brings in Owen Hush. He flied out to Quinn Mills. His first time up to bat. 1 on, 2 out. McCumber's
Take
throw
off.
is going to be high over the head of Downs. Trickles into the outfield. Aiden Walston is there for backup. But Nolan has second.
Well, so far it's looked like, from the JV standpoint, Columbus is going to take off every chance they get.
Yep. They're going to test that arm of the younger McCumber.
Oh!
Boy.
When
that-
just tailed to the first base side. If that's on the bag, that might be an out.
Yep. And to be a little bit more aggressive on second. Well, yeah, he couldn't help it, though. Mills behind. That's going to be a strike. 1-1 on Hush. Lifted high on the infield. Mills on the run. Jabrock gets...
That one really, he didn't have to move too
Nope.
far for that one.
No, Jabrock decided to make the play for the third out. So they leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second after this.
All right, back here in Dike for what will be the bottom of the second inning. Wolverines trail this one 6-2. Columbus got a runner on, but left them stranded at first.
Yes, good job by Jabrock that inning. Kind of settled down. Only faced 4 batters. It'll be the 8, 9, 10 batters for the Wolverines.
First pitch fouled off. Might have caught the umpire again. Second time the umpire's caught one tonight.
Yeah, that first one caught the umpire. He was feeling it again.
I think this one got him in the elbow. It looked like it shot off a little weird. I was trying to figure that one out, but
Yep. That kind of leaves us little tingling feeling down the arm. Well, to his defense, on both sides, I don't think they're great big catchers either.
No, you're not hiding behind them.
No. Haugen drives one into center. That's going to be a base hit. He makes the turn. That's going to be a base hit.
Well, good way to start this second inning. Just stayed back on it and poked it out into right center.
Brings in the second baseman, number 24, Bryson Downs. Good pitch there, strike one. Seitzman's pitch. Over. Haugen's going to take off for second as that gets off the glove of the catcher. He's going to have second.
Yeah, good thing I got to the back. Haugen paused a little bit there. He was headed back to the base when he realized it got by the catcher.
The pitch. That's going to be almost behind Downs.
Well,
2-1.
And we saw the warm-ups here for this second inning. He was a little wild during warm-ups.
The 2-1. Swing and miss, strike two. Counts even. Seitzman delivers. He sticks a bat on it and pokes it foul.
Hung in there.
Yep. The 2-2. In tight. Full count now. As Downs has putting up a fight. It's going to be
Ball
a
forward,
walk.
gets away.
Haugen's going to take off for third.
That ball squirted away from the catcher. So nobody out. Runners on the corners here for McCumber.
Yep. See what
And
McCumber
we're
can
going
do.
to have time, and
We're going to have a tuck.
it's like we're going to have pitching coach come out, have a chat with him. Catcher's going to come join him. Nobody else on the infield gone in yet, so
Nope.
quick one. Just tell him throw strikes.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, conference is over, and we're set here. Wolverines, runners on the corners. McCumber up.
The pitch.
Well, they're going to give down second.
So, it's going to be, if it's hit on the grass, the infielders are going to have to make the choice, but there's not a ton of speed on the base pads. McCumber looks at strike one, but it's going to make the infielders think.
Well, and the infield playing, I mean, they're deep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, McCumber could bunt. You'd like to see him throw one down here.
The 1-1. That's outside. 2-1.
Although, to be fair, he doesn't have a very big strike
No,
zone.
that's true. Not like the older brother.
Gets a little crouch in him. It's going to be hard to find that
Yeah.
zone.
Exactly.
That's outside.
3-1. And, Joe, in the past, we haven't seen this many left-handed batters come through the lineup.
No, we usually have one or two, but we haven't had this number of them. And
Number looks at strike two. Full count now.
Seitzman's been a little bit wild here.
Yep.
In this second inning.
3-2. No outs. 2 on. McCumber looks at ball 4.
It squirts away, but Haugen is not going to come,
No.
as you're going to come back to the top of the order with Mills.
Third walk given up by Seitzman.
Mills
Coach
got hit
come-
first inning.
Yep.
And I think we are gonna have pitching change, as this is the second.
And we're going to have a pinch runner for McCumber.
That is going to be number 21.
Is that Folkerts? Levi?
Levi Folkerts. Looks like it.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see if he gets hit in the head. Yep, I brought it up. First game, Levi. First game.
We were at a graduation, and Levi just said to me, I hate it when you bring up that statement.
Yeah, he told
I
me
said,
that too,
but
which
it's
means
just one of those
it's getting
things.
brought up every game, every time I see him. All right, so we have got a pitching change. This is 20.
24?
20
Or is it 23?
I think it's 23. 23.
So maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe he kept him in there, but put an extra guy in.
Yeah, he came up and crossed him off. I don't know.
Okay.
But that's a hard thing here with the JV, and
Yeah.
these numbers aren't easy to see if you get it beyond second base.
No.
So we'll try and bring you what we can as the changes have been made.
So it's Rudy Lind, the new pitcher for the Sailors. And wherever he was playing, Seitzman went there.
Yeah, originally in the book it was first, but Lowry's been playing first for him, so I'm not sure where.
Well, see, if you look here, there's no 7. 1,
Oh, okay. So Lynn
3.
probably was out and
2.
left,
That's what I'm thinking.
and now he's. I don't know. That's why it's hard for us
Yep.
when we get to these JV games, but
Mhm.
we are ready to go.
Only a couple warm-up pitches,
Yep.
and Mills is going to step in the box.
Mills got hit on the first pitch of the game.
Yep. Base is juiced for the Wolverines. Mills looking to put a spark into it.
Just one up.
1-0.
It's a big spot here for Mills. You put something in play, you get a
Yep.
couple runs across.
Yep. The 1-0 by Lynn. That pitch is outside 2-0.
Yeah, he paused on that. Looked like he was trying to place it.
Two and 0 on Quinn Mills. He drives it foul to the backstop.
He stayed back on that one, just a
Yep.
little under it.
Lynn doesn't throw overly hard. Feeker on deck. Mills is going to chop one to the third baseman. That's a slow roller. Steps on third.
He's going to get the first one. He wasn't getting Mills at first.
But that little chopper on the infield scores a run. Moves Folkerts to second. And Mills has himself
It's the RBI.
Yep. Beaker looks at strike one. Just must have caught that outer corner.
Well, and it's a little bit of a sweeping pitch. I mean, he comes way from the one side to the other.
0-1. Beaker's going to drive one shallow. The right fielder makes the play.
Got in on it, and everybody was tagged, but nobody went anywhere. So
Quickly 2 outs.
well, this is one of those situations. If you're the Wolverines, you want to get another run across here.
Mm-hmm.
You had bases loaded with nobody out.
Yep. And Aiden Nielsen up to bat. He smoked one into right field on the ground. Feeker, big lead at first. Nobody holding him on there. Pitch just inside. 1-0. Jabrock on deck.
Well, this is one of those, if Nielsen stays back on it and then explodes through it, he could hit this one a long ways.
Lynn comes set. He lifts it into center. Center fielder out. Now he's trailing back in and makes the play. So the Wolverines had something going, but only plate one. Make it 3-6. Going into the top of the third. We'll be right back.
All right, back here in Dike for the top of the third inning. Wolverines trail this one 6-3. Scratched one run across there in the last inning, and Gerbrock back on for his third inning of work.
It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Sailors. Hush, Seitzman, and Schultz. That's driven right, out of play. The next pitch. Just above the belt. 1-1.
Oh, 2-1.
That pitch was a little downstairs. The 2-1 finds
There
that
we go.
outside corner. 2-2. A lot of movement on that one. Brock peers in. Did he go?
Umpire says no.
Yikes. And that wasn't too far off the strike zone either.
No, that was pretty close.
Full count now. Brock's pitch, and that's going to be ball 4.
I think it's past McCumber, and he's going to hustle the first.
Big turn by Seitzman. Brings in number 4, Drew Schultz. Ball just upstairs, 1-0. Runner has his lead. Nielsen holding him on. Comer gets it out of the glove quickly. Runner's going to be safe at second. Two and 0 on Schultz. Just upstairs, 3-0. Falling behind now.
And right here, you don't want to overthrow this one because you don't want it to skip away.
3-0. Driven
Oh,
under the glove of Haugen.
it's gonna
Feeker's going to come up throwing. Oh,
just over top of McCumber. A good throw by Feeker. And that's going to allow the runner to go to second. So they will score another one on another hit.
brings in number 23, Lind. That's where I went wrong.
Oh, back up off Gerbrock's glove. Then off Downs' hand, and off his glove.
Won't make the play, though.
Put runners at the corners here. Hot shot back to Gerbrock.
Brings up number 8. I think it's number 8. I don't have a number 8, but we'll say number 8.
Yeah,
Swing and a
number
miss.
8.
Both runners have their lead. 0-1. Gerbrock's pitch. Tails it outside. 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1 now. That's another small strike zone for him.
Yep.
Runner takes second, so we're gonna have runners on second and third.
3-1 count here.
The 3-1. Strike number
Oh.
2,
Oh.
and that
Ooh.
we talked about that a lot.
Yup, he thought it was ball forward. Threw the bat all the way to the dugout.
Yep.
I thought he was going when the umpire called strike, so.
Watch out here. 3-2 now. Same spot, doesn't get the call.
A little low. That's going to load him up here with nobody out. And
Brings in number 24, Lowry.
I'm just looking to see here if coach going to come out and talk with him.
Swing and a miss, strike one. The pitch. It's inside. Good pitch, though.
Got a
1
good
and 1.
spot for it.
One and one.
Oh,
That's
behind him.
behind him.
Oh, runner did not come home. He didn't get a good jump
Wow.
at third.
And that ball caromed off the fence right back to McCumber, so he didn't have to run a long ways, but
No, that would have been
enough.
pretty close.
Yep.
If he would have taken off. So
2 and 1 yet. Swings and misses, strike 2. 2 and 2.
that one might have been ball 3.
Could have been.
That thing was getting that same inside spot that he hasn't really gotten called all night. So
The 2-2. Nobody out. Pitch. Driven to Mills. Oh, and it goes
underneath
under
his
the glove.
It's going to score 1 for sure.
I think Mills was thinking 2 and kind of kicked it.
Yeah, just didn't stay down on it. We're going to have a runner, 18, going to run here. 4.
That's Rasmussen.
Yep.
I'm thinking that's number 17. Yep. Is Michael. Still nobody out. 2 across already.
Little in.
1 and 1. The 1-1. Swung and missed. 1 and 2. The 1-2. Swing and miss, strike 3. Big out there. Out number 1.
Yeah, good job of coming back, throwing strikes right at him.
Brings in the catcher. Strike 1. Still bases full of Sailors. Here in the top of the third. 8-3. Outside, 1 and 1. Strike 2 as Smith swung through that.
Got him.
You
Yep.
bet.
Good pitch.
So 2 strikeouts in a row. I got 2 outs. That's
Top of the order coming up.
That's the 5th strikeout for Gerbrock. That's strike
ball 1.
Should have been strike
Not
number
sure
1.
where that
Don't
one
know.
was. And we don't like to argue with the
Nope.
umpires, but ooh.
That was awfully close. That's fouled away.
Comeback pitch.
1 and 1. Yep. Good hard fastball delivered by Gerbrock. The 1-1. Curveball. Ooh.
It's been in a little, maybe.
2
Maybe a
and
little
1.
up.
Two and 1. The pitch. Swung and missed. 2 and 2.
Stay right there. He was way behind it.
Two and 2 on the Number one batter. 2 outs. Brock delivers outside, full count.
No place to put them, so
Nope.
expecting to see the runners take off here.
Yep, with 2 outs, the runners will be going. Jabrock, there go the runners. There
Fouled it
goes the
off.
ball, fouled off to the left.
Looks like all the varsity are all dressed and ready to roll here, so I'm going to guess this might be the last inning we're in.
The pitch,
Go again.
chopped up the middle, right back at Jabrock. He's going to go to Nielsen for out number 3. So the Sailors score 2 to make it 8-2. We'll come back with the bottom of the third after this.
All right, welcome back to Dike here for the bottom of the third, and what's probably the last half of the last inning here for the JV.
I would think so, probably.
As we're at 6 o'clock already, and
They'll still need to do some field work.
so we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see what Wolverines usually don't come in until about that time.
Yep. 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Wolverines. Facing Lynn. Jabrock drives one into center. Center
Got
fielder.
the center fielder going back, and he's lost it.
Yep. Caroms
Off
off
the
the
fence.
fence, and Jabrock's going to have himself another standing double.
Great piece of hit, and you could see the center fielder turn his back to us, and
Yeah.
you knew at that point he was in trouble.
Brings in Aiden Walston. Lynn's first pitch to Walston. He's going to be inside, gets away from the catcher. Jabrock's going to have third, takes a turn. One and 0. Lynn's next pitch. Walston's flies one shallow right.
Fielder coming on. Nobody
Drives
got
it.
to it. Dropped it right in between 3 of them.
Yep. That's going to score Jabrock from third.
Walson going to take over there at second.
Wolverines with no outs. One across already. 8-4. Brings in Jalen Haugen.
We're going to have time. Quick conversation out there on the mound again, coach, pitcher, and catcher. All right, conference is over. We're back on.
Lynn still on the hill. Haugen, the right-handed batter. Runner on second for the Wolverines. The pitch. I'm going to foul it off. 0-1. 0-1 pitch to Jalen Haugen. Strike 2, outer portion.
I don't know about that, Brad.
Jalen Haugen finds himself down 0-2 on Lind. What? Goodness.
He took a lot off of that one.
I don't know about that. Almost looked like a slow pitch softball pitch. The 1-2?
Yep.
Oh, got him on the outer portion. Got Jalen Haugen looking. Out number 1. Strikeout number 1.
And we're going to have a different pitcher here coming in. I think his arm's bothering him.
Could be. We're going to, looks like the shortstop, Lindsay, is going to be the new pitcher for the Sailors.
Just going to move. Third base is going to come to short. And our previous pitcher will be at third.
One out, one on.
One run across here for the Wolverines.
8-4. It'll be Lane Johnson, Julian Haugen. The next two batters for the Wolverines to face the pitcher, Lindsay.
Well, I think that was what I was trying to see when he came out, when the coach came out the first time. He was kind of pointing at his arm. Who was that? Lind was kind of pointing at his arm, and then he went one more batter, and so whatever it was, I'm guessing it wasn't good. Ooh, nice movement.
Yeah. Wolverines will be on the road tomorrow at Gladbrook Rhinebeck.
All right.
Okay, Lane Johnson's coming in to the left-handed batter's box.
One out, one on.
Flew out to the second baseman his first time up to bat. Lindsay's first pitch. Johnson's going to drive one in the hole. Good grab by the shortstop and makes the play.
You know, Walston tried to make that one a tough one, trying to stay in front of it a little bit, but great play there by our new shortstop.
Yep, which was Nolan. Brings in Julian Haugen. Wolverines down to their last out. Pitch is downstairs. Oh, boy.
He thought it was getting away, and that did not get away.
No. 1-0. Strike 1 on Haugen. 1-1. Haugen swings and misses. Strike 2.
Ball didn't quite get far enough away.
Nope. One and two. Lindsay's next pitch. Skips in there. 2-2. That's in the dirt. Off the catcher. Full count now.
Well, better the catcher than the umpire.
Umpire, yeah. He's had a rough outing. 3-2. 2 outs. 1 on. The pitch. Haugen swings and misses, but he can take off running. That pitch, that's going to carry him into right field, and he's going to be safe.
Craziness. Run
It
scores.
is. Yep. Run scores, and Haugen's on first on a drop third strike. Well, the Wolverines are still alive.
And we're going to have a runner here. Number, is that Folkerts again? No. Is it?
Yeah.
21?
Yep. Brings in Bryson Downs. The pitch. In tight. Ooh, and the throw down to second. Not in time.
Oh, gets into center, and he's going to take third, too.
Here comes a throw from center field. That's going to carry. Ooh.
He's going to go ahead and take home. That is 20. Is that Davis?
No, that was.
Dev Davis is going to commit the third out at home. Tried to take home on that pass ball at third.
And we're going to play another inning.
Yep, we're going to go out for one more, so we'll take the break, and we'll be back after this. All right, back here in Dike as we're going to play the fourth inning, and a few changes coming here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Caleb Rendles takes over as second for Bryson Downs. Aiden Walston is going to be your man on the hill for the Wolverines. We're going to have the 2-3-4 hitters for the Sailors come up. Walston's first pitch. In tight. 1-0. Tight again. That caroms away from McCumber. Two and 0. Swung and fouled away. 2-1. The 2-1 by Walston, driven into center. That center fielder is gonna make the play. Out number 1. Good play by that guy out there. Whoever that was.
Turn your back. We can't read the front numbers.
Strike 1.
Might be Urbach out there. He might have just switched with Walston.
Could have. Just keep him in the lineup. Walston's next pitch. In a little bit. 1-1.
Definitely keeping him off the plate.
Yes. That's for sure. The 1-1. Chop to the third baseman Haugen. He gloves it. Rifles it across the diamond in time.
Good play there by Haugen. Nielsen with a good stretch.
2 up, 2 down. Brings in Seitzman. Elijah Seitzman. Tails off the plate, 1-0. Lifted foul
Right at us.
us.
Off the net.
Off the net, that would have came right at my son's window.
Would have woke him up a little bit.
Would have. Yep, would have had another broken window on her hand. The 1-1. That's driven into.
Mills back on it.
Makes the play. Good play by Quinn Mills at short. 1-2-3 inning for the Wolverines. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the bottom of the 4th inning. Wolverines trailing this one 8-5.
And it'll be
Rindles to start it.
So, yeah, Rendles will be in place of Dowds. The pitch. Swung and chopped foul.
Well, this is tough for pitcher. You got Rindles and then McCumber. That's not a lot of strike zone.
No, that's not a whole lot of strike zone right there.
Skipped it in.
1-1 on Rindles. And
Up a
tight.
little. Up and in.
2-1. Skips that one in. 3-1. What the Wolverines need is some base runners.
Yeah, a couple guys on, get back to that top of the order.
He skips that one in.
Gonna get one of
and
them on.
Rindles is going to have himself a walk.
Good patient hitting by Rindles. Bring up McCumber.
McCumber drew a walk his first time up to bat. Rindles has his lead. McCumber looks at strike number 1.
Probably the best pitch he'll see this whole
Yes.
bat. It was right down the gut.
Mm-hmm. Let her fly. Right side of the infield is wide open. Strike 2.
All right, got to
Quickly
protect
down.
now.
Oh and 2 on McCumber. The pitch. Got him looking. Out number 1.
Here comes Mills, to top of the order for the Wolverines.
It'll be Mills, Speaker, and Nielsen if it continues. Strike number 1. Now that inner portion's getting called.
No, got a little bit of movement on that.
Oh and 1. Reynolds looks at strike 2 outside.
Be a little aggressive up here at the plate.
That one's down low. 1 and 2. Mills swings and misses strike 3. 2 outs.
Feeker going to come up here with 2 outs and 1 on.
The pitch. Gets away from the catcher, and Reynolds is going to trot his way to second. One and 0, 2 outs, 1 on. He's going to drive one into left.
Fielder lets it
drop.
Rendell's going to come around. Throw coming home.
He's
Rendell's
safe.
Gets in there. Good relay by the Sailors, but Rendell's enough speed to get in there on that single.
So Feeker, RBI single into left.
He's going to bring Nielsen up.
Nielsen looks at strike 1. Oh and 1 on Aiden Nielsen. Nielsen up high a little bit. 1 and 1.
Nielsen's going to be tough to fool here, so you get that first one, but he's going to have an at-bat here.
The 1-1.
Ooh. Well, got to protect a little bit now.
Yep. The pitch. Swung and missed, strike 3, and that could be it.
Yep. That will be your ball game. Wolverine's going to drop this first one to the Sailors, 8-5. And really, Brad, it was that first inning that got him, 8-6.
It's okay.
But really, it was that first inning, the 6-run first inning, that really got the Wolverines. And this is something we talked about last year. It always seems to be that one inning. So Wolverines are going to look to bounce back. They are on the road, as you said, JV varsity, both on the road tomorrow night in Rhinebeck against GR. So Wolverines will look to learn from this one, and a lot of experience for these guys. They're going to get some innings.
Yep, they are, and it'll come. So just be patient, and those boys will find it. So,
all right. So we're going to switch over. We'll switch over to the varsity stream. So come join us over there. We'll be back on here in a little while as they'll do field cleanup, and we'll get back on for warm-ups, talk about the game tonight against the Sailors. So, Brad, anything before we step off?
Nope. Go ahead and get off, and we'll